He's just basically responding to,
I'm not even mad at what he said. I think what he said was right. I think what people are really killing him, if we're just going to get into it, I think people...
Yeah, wait, before you start, they've been trying to cancel Joe for a very long time for everything he said.
You're not going to be able to cancel
You're not going to be able to cancel Joe. Let's just get that straight.
But
all right, go ahead.
I think people are killing him because, I mean, everything he said was right, especially with now when it comes to cancel culture and everybody trying to be like super woke or whatever it is.
Right.
Like you said, at some point it's going to get to... where people are killing because he brought up the straight white male. I could see that. I mean, he's still right in that sense, but I could see that's where people are killing him. But he's true because at a point it's going to come to where the people who may not be the oppressors but are the same race or have the same religion, whatever you want to be, race, religion, ethnicity, orientation as the oppressors are basically going to be considered oppressors even when they're not.
Right.
That's basically what he was trying to say. He might have exaggerated a little with his examples, but that's basically what he was trying to get off. Like, at some point, even the people it's either going to be it's going to be a thin line.
Right. It's
going to be either you're on the side of, I guess, being woke or whatever, or you're not. Mm-hmm. And that's not how it goes. It's not really all black and white.
Yeah.
You can agree with certain things and have completely different views from someone that agrees with those same things as you.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I think it's perfectly fine to for him to say whatever he want to say, and in this way he specifically said, white man can't talk is what he said, into response to like wokeism is like, now like, white guys are supposed to kind of shut up and they're not really supposed to say shit because most of them are like
point right now.
Yeah, huh?
It's kind of at that point right now. Like if you're white, if you're not really speaking on the side of I guess we'll just use police brutality for example. If you're white and you're not really speaking on the side of not on the side of police brutality, on the being against police brutality, right? Then people are just gonna assume, okay, then you're for it. You don't care about black people. You don't care about minorities getting killed by cops, whatever it may be. And that might not be the actual answer, but yeah, we're just at an overly sensitive, overly woke time where it's like it's either one side or the other. There's no more in between right now.
And what I can add to that is I think when it comes to white men, and we're saying white men because Joe was talking about it. I think for them in this kind of day and age, it's like it hurt if you do and it hurt if you don't type of thing.
Yeah,
like if you don't speak
if you don't.
Yeah. Like if you don't speak about it, people are gonna be like, well, you're racist and you didn't, your silence is, and if you do, then you're gonna get trashed for stating your opinion.
They're gonna say you're super liberal or whatever it may be. Or super conservative.
Yeah, I think it's the other way. Super conservative.
Or Republicans, I thought.
Yeah, conservatives or Republicans.
That's what I'm saying. If you speak on the side of the good stuff, then everybody's gonna call you a super liberal. They're gonna say you're Bernie Sanders.
No. I think if you speak the liberal language, I think you're gonna get way more do's than don't. I think that's true. I think if you're speaking on the other end, which is what he's probably referring to, is that like now you can even question the woke movement is going, because usually woke movement right now is all the liberals, ideology. And so I agree with that. And also, I kind of piggyback right on last week's episode. I don't like the cancel culture, but then again, they have the right to say what they want to say as well. So we walk this thin line. We walk this thin line of like, freedom of speech, right? So it's like, if the right can say whatever they say and the left can say whatever they said, sure, that should all be, like people can oppose his opinion is what I'm trying to say. The one thing I don't like is when it's like it becomes this like mob mentality where a whole bunch of people just gang up on this one specific person to try to end their career, is where I'm like, maybe don't do that.
But you can't really use that because it goes both ways. So if you're saying that basically it's like freedom of speech or whatever, that would go the same way for the person who's being canceled. They have a right to say, like,
that's what I'm saying. They have the right to say. Yeah, it's what I'm trying to say.
Saying opposite. You're right.
No,
okay. I agree with you.
It's the tricky line that we're walking here.
Yeah. At some point, like we're gonna have to. You can't fucking force everybody to be good. That's not how life. That's not how this world works. It's 7 billion people for a reason. There's supposed to be balance. It's not supposed to be all good. It's supposed to be good and bad. I mean, yeah, you can't force everybody to be good. Yeah, you would hope that at least in public people would not act fucking ignorant or use their power to do ignorant or racist things. But
I think you
can't force it on everybody.
I think just from an online perspective of wokeism and cancel culture is that like you have every right to say what you want to say and your opinion opposing another person.
But does everybody have to always lose their job?
Right. That's where it comes in. It's like and another thing is like they're creating a sense of fear amongst people who are, don't want to even speak out because they feel like whatever their opinion is now like can ultimately lose their job because they're just, stating their opinion, which is not right.
Whether it's racist, whether they racist, a child abuser, whatever you want to call it, you still are taking, at some point, if you take somebody's job away from them, then they have to go do illegal stuff in order to make money. So it's always there's always going to be a negative outcome to whatever you do.
And now there's like zero sense of understanding that can develop because that person's like now in ultimate like defense mode and they hate the other side way more than they did coming in because the other side just attacked them. So it's like if you ever want to develop this, this safe zone where we can all talk, but we can all have different, views and opinions and all that. So you can't bash the other person. You can start a conversation and you can talk back and forth. And you can just end it with, let's agree to disagree. But hey, I respect your views and your opinion. But there's not none of that shit fucking involved.
That's what we need to bring back agreeing to disagreeing.
Yeah.